do political stuff. Are we glad or not glad that Donald Trump got indicted? Mixed, yeah. Okay. Okay, all right, I got it. Because actually, as you know, it was for paying off Stormy Daniels, the porno star. But you know, they're always trying to make a buck. They just offered Donald Trump to do a porno movie with Stormy Daniels. Well, he turned them down. He said his part was too small. He's got small hands. But yeah, regardless of politics, would you give me that Melania was a different kind of first lady? Because usually first ladies take on a cause. What did Melania take on? Cyberbullying, right? Cyberbullying. Well, Donald Trump's a bit of a cyberbullier. To me, that's like if Jeffrey Dahmer's wife went to go vegan. He was a cannibal all the time. Although they did try to defend her, they said, well, Melania, she traveled all over the country visiting young kids. I said, Jared from Subway did that. I'm not endorsing what Jared did. Attack the messenger. Well, let's see. Also, we're near Lansing. Just mentioned from Ann Arbor. So, are we any U of M students? All right. How about Michigan State? I said from Ann Arbor. Don't worry, I'll talk real slow. We say in Ann Arbor, we say, how many state Spartans does it take to change a light bulb? Actually, it only takes one, but they get 3 credit hours for it. I tease you. Actually, I think these sports rivalries are overblown, and I'll test you with that. Several years ago, we had the wardrobe malfunction. Some people know it as Nipplegate. Who was the celebrity who showed her nipple? Oh, okay. All right. Well, who was the celebrity who snatched her top? Oh, okay. What were the 2 teams that played football? Some say New England. That's a good guess. It was New England against Carolina. That was the first time Tom Brady, he went to U of M in Ann Arbor. That was the first time he was voted the MVP. He started dating all those models, married that Brazilian model. I said, the only model I ever had sex with, I had to put together. And it was an airplane. Hey, I was young, it had a cockpit. All right, wasn't that young. Didn't know these jokes would fly. I'm just winging it. That seems like you follow the news a little bit. Remember that white woman that was acting like she was black? You know what I'm talking about? Taylor Swift. She got me singing me sad. Well, you were a great crowd when the pandemic was going on. All the clubs were closed down, so as comedians were working on our acts. And I came up with a brand new bit I wanted to premiere here. The thing is that as I developed, I worked with a partner. We looked into it. Turns out the partner is not eligible to be vaccinated. So if you don't mind, just to be super careful, I'm going to put a mask on, introduce my partner, and do a brand new bit. Is that okay? All right, thank you. All right, great. Say hello to I Honor the Ostrich. And give it up for Khurum. He's trying ventriloquism. Admit it, you cannot see his lips move. So I tell us a joke. What you hear about that woman kept nagging and pestering her husband to get those pills that would help him get an erection. No. Yeah, finally he complied, went to the doctor, came back with diet pills for her. That is so wrong on so many levels. Actually, that's my open stuff. Truth of the matter is, before I did comedy, not again, for 25 years, I was an Ann Arbor police officer. Thank you. And I mentioned for Pakistan, yeah, true thing. So whatever you think of my act, chances are I've got to be the only Pakistani police officer doing stand-up comedy in a wedding reception in Dugdale. Who looks like Tommy Tong. And I said, I'm retired, so when I first joined the Ann Arbor Police Department, like 35 years ago, back then the department was not very diverse. It was almost all white officers, handful of black officers, and then me. I think still more diversity than here. But so to me, it was always funny whenever a citizen had a complaint against me, because no one ever heard of Pakistan then, but they would have them, if they didn't get my name, they'd say, well, can you describe this officer? So they'd be, oh yeah, it was that Puerto Rican guy. Of course, now we know where Pakistan is, right? Which isn't necessarily good for me. People who aren't from Pakistan, they'll dislike me, because Bin Laden was hiding there, I got something to do with that. But like here, some of us, we do like our firefighters and police, right? Yeah, thank you, I'll note that. But still weird, hate me for being Pakistani, but then love me for being a police officer. It's really weird, get the complete opposite reaction at my Al-Qaeda meetings. Come on, I don't go to Al-Qaeda meetings. We chat online. Almost edited that. And it's funny, whenever you take enforcement action or before they changed the law, I wouldn't even mention that I was a police officer, because it seemed like half the crowd just smoked weed. Who wants to admit it here? It's legal. Okay, all right. But it never was a big deal in Ann Arbor, right? You remember what it used to be? A hash bash? Remember the fine? Oh, you must have paid it. You're right, back there from the 60s, $5 is what it originally was for the hash bash. Well, it's funny, when I was there, they raised it to $25. What's ironic there, though, if you had cigarettes, possession of tobacco for someone under age 18 was a $100 fine. So literally, we get these teenagers with cigarettes, but they're pleading with us, it's marijuana. So just to say $75. I'll do the math, I'm from Pakistan. And a lot of people don't realize, but the breathalyzer will detect if you're smoking marijuana. People think it just detects alcohol, but the way we can tell is if we give you the mouthpiece, and you go, thank you, officer. Pretty good clue, you've been smoking some weed. It is funny, whenever I'm on stage, when I get off stage, people will ask me if I really have been a police officer. That's made up gags. They ask me that so often, I carry evidence. Let me answer this, had I not been an officer in Ann Arbor, would I have these? Bad example. I think Jason and his wife do. Well, I'll finish up with my version of an old street joke, because probably the funnest thing I did as a police officer is when we arrested prostitutes, because you got to flirt with them and stuff. But I remember there was one, she had a really short mini skirt on. She was wearing crotchless panties. Came up to me, she's like, hey, officer, you want some of this? Of course, I was professional. I said, no, I do not. She got offended. She's like, why, are you gay or something? I said, no, I just don't want any of that. I mean, look what it did to your panties. Besides, I could see your balls. I think her name was Caitlin. It's comedy. I'm kidding. I banged her. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jason.